Hello, everybody. This is Bernie Strom, and welcome to my YouTube channel. We're here for Field of Dreams Baseball, continuation of week one of season 7 in April. Just to review what we have here, D-Gen's in first place in the Sandlot Division, 2-0. Cleveland, 2-0 in the Moneyball. Lancaster, Manchester, Washington, Hagerstown, 1-1, and rain delay in St. Louis, 2-0 in the Natural Division. Let's hop over and see what games we have to play here. It should be April 11th. Jeff Hunter checks in. Hi, Jeff. Let's see. Big Clue is here. Let's see. Look at this. Edmonton at St. Louis. Perfect. And David Landau, Chicago, Lancaster. We'll do those two games. Before that, let's autoplay Cleveland at Lehigh here on April 11th. Lehigh 11-3 over Cleveland. Adams over Tiant. Brett 2 for 2. Chico's at T-ville. Chico's defeats T-ville 6-5. McGinnity wins his first game of the season as he gets back into our league. Cedeno, the ex-Vegas player, 3 for 5 with his first home run. This will be his last season in the league before he goes back into the pool, ready to recycle himself. Hagerstown at Amazing. 4-1 Hagerstown. Belcher over Hamels Pedroia, home run number 1. Let's play Edmonton at St. Louis. Dave Boswell starting for Edmonton. He'll be opposed by Mordecai Brown. Welcome to Arlington Stadium for today's game between Edmonton and St. Louis. Dave Boswell will start for Edmonton. He's making his first start of the year. He'll be opposed by Mordecai Brown, also making his first start. 75 degrees, and we have light rain here in Arlington, Texas. Edmonton has Sherry McGee leading off in left field, Geringer at second, batting second, Clemente in right, batting third. This is a hell of a lineup. Mattingly, first base, hitting fourth. Tomei, the DH, fifth. Jose Ramirez at third, batting sixth. Jeter at short, seventh. Dom DiMaggio in center, eighth. Gabby Hartnett, catcher, and batting ninth. Boswell on the mound. In the field, left to right, Raines, Edmonds, and Jackson. Raines making his way around the league from Vegas to Edmonton to St. Louis. Edmonds in center, Jackson in right. McGraw, who's going to spend most of this season 7 on the base pass with a ungodly high on-base percentage at third. Vizquel at short. Collins at second. Pujols, recently reacquired by St. Louis, at first. Cochran catching, and there's Mordecai Brown on the mound, and Sherry McGee steps in, and I'm going to hit the computer button. We're going to hear the national anthem for a second, and then we'll hit it again. Sherry McGee walks. Philip Reynolds checks in. Nice to see you, Phil. Sherry McGee on first, not a big threat to steal as Charlie Geringer steps in to face Mordecai Brown. And there's a base hit up the middle, and Edmonton gets their first 2 batters of the game on, runners on first and second. Nobody out for Roberto Clemente. Clemente 2 hits and 8 times at bat early here in the season. Brown swings around, tries to pick McGee off, but he gets back in time. Clemente hits a slow roller to Collins, going to be to Vizquel for one. That's all they're going to get, as Clemente's too fast to double him up. One down. Runners on first and third, and Don Mattingly coming to the plate. He's 2 for 8 on this brand new season. And there's a base hit in a left center field. McGee scores, and Edmonton takes a 1-0 lead. Clemente holds at second, excuse me, and Jim Thome steps in. 1 for 4 this season. He has a home run. Brown checks the runners, delivers, and there's the third out of the top of the. No, that was only the second out. So many batters up. You would think there were 3 outs, but only 2. Clemente remains at second. Mattingly at first. Jose Ramirez 1 for 9. And that ball's hit deep to right field, but Joe Jackson on his horse gets it at the warning sign. We head to the bottom of the first. Edmonton 1, Hawks coming to bat. I did, Phil. Phil, I bought the Bowl-O-Rama game. I saw someone playing it on YouTube the other day. It looked like it was a fun game, so I bought it yesterday. Here we go. Batting order for St. Louis. McGraw batting first, playing third. Joe Jackson in right batting second. Pujols hitting third at first. Delahanty, the DH, hitting cleanup. Edmonds in center batting fifth. One of my favorite all-time players in our league, Tim Raines, in left batting sixth. Vizquel at short batting seventh. Cochran catching eighth. Collins, second base, batting ninth. In the outfield, McGee, DiMaggio, and Clemente, left to right. Infield, Ramirez, Jeter, Gehringer, Mattingly, left to right there also. Hartnett catching, Boswell pitching. Stepping in as McGraw. And guess what? McGraw's on base, runner on first. McGraw takes his lead, a threat to steal. Joe Jackson stepping in against Boswell, who delivers. And he's going to hit a base hit in the center field. There's going to be a lot of players on the base paths today with these two great hitting teams. They're going to be battling it out in their division this season. McGraw at second. Jackson on first for Albert Pujols, who's 1 for 8. Fly ball to right. Roberto Clemente's got it. No one's going to advance on his arm. 1 down. Ed Delahanty, 3 for 7, including a home run and 4 RBIs. And in the first couple of games this season, ungodly OPS of 1.6. Boswell walks him, and right off the bat in the first inning, Boswell's in trouble. Second walk of the game. Jim Edmonds stepping in. Edmonds acquired by St. Louis last season, 1 for 8 this year. Boswell delivers, ground ball to Mattingly. He makes a great play to Jeter for 1. Back to Mattingly. It's a 3-6-3 double play. Great play number 1 for Dong Mattingly, and that's going to end the inning as Edmonton gets out of the jam as we head to the top of the second. Edmonton leading 1-0. Mordecai Brown will face Jeter, DiMaggio, and Hartnett, the bottom third of Edmonton's order. Ground ball to Vizquel, throws it across the diamond. Jeter's out. Dom DiMaggio acquired in spring training in a trade that went from Manchester to Vegas to Edmonton. Two balls, 2 strikes. 2 down, and Gabby Hartnett 2 for 6 on the young season. No balls, 2 strikes. Brown delivers. Fly ball to left. Raines has it for the out. We head to the bottom of the second, 1-0 Edmonton. Yeah, that 2000 double X leap set, Phil, sounds like it was an interesting game to play. And the express games are tempting, but I'm not an express game type of guy. I like the details. Boswell to face. Raines, Vizquel, and Cochran. Tim Raines has 2 seasons left to go this year and next year on his current run in the league. After that, I'm sure he'll go back into the pool to be redrafted by some lucky team. He's a great player. He walks, and I can tell you right now, even though that's his 34%, I'll be stunned if he doesn't attempt a steal. Boswell thinks he's going to steal too. He throws over, and that number jumps to 69%. The pitch, that looked like a bunt, and it was. Raines goes to second. Runner in scoring position for Mickey Cochran. The pitch, fly ball deep into center field. Dom DiMaggio's got it. 2 away, runner remains at second base. And Eddie Collins hitting number 9. Collins 2 for 6 this season. Ball gets away from Hartnett. That's going to be a wild pitch. Boswell glances at Raines at third, 2 outs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch from Boswell. Base hit in the right center field. And we're all tied at 1. These 2 teams have extremely powerful lineups. I would suspect that this would be a high-scoring game, even with these 2 good pitchers on the mound. As John McGraw steps in, runner on first. Throw over, Collins gets back. The pitch. McGraw goes down. We head to the top of the third, 1 apiece. I did not get the fishing game. Tempting, but not being a fisherman, I'm not much into fishing, so I just let that one pass, although they're really pushing it. Lots of people are buying it, I think. Brown to face the top of the order, McGee, Gehringer, and Clemente. McGee hits it in the right field. Settles into Jackson's glove for the out. Charlie Gehringer, 400 hitter this season and 10 at-bats. Hits it to Collins at second over to Pujols for the out. And Roberto Clemente, 2 for 9. And he's going to hit a slow roller to Vizquel, who backhands it across the diamond to Pujols. An easy 1-2-3 inning. We head to the bottom of the third. 1-1. There is a new fishing game came out with and announced it for their Black Friday special. I'm sure if you're a fisherman, you'll like it. Boswell to face, Jackson, Pujols, and Delahunty. 1 down for Pujols. 1 for 9 this season. And he goes down swinging. Pujols reacquired by St. Louis in a massive, I believe it was a 10-player deal with Lehigh right before the season. In that deal was a rookie by the name of Ralph Kiner, went from Lehigh to St. Louis, and I traded my best pitcher, Frank Smith, to St. Louis in order to get Kiner. By doing so, my chances of winning my division plummeted from about 50% to about 2%. Delahunty steps into the batter's box, 3 for 7. Boswell walks him, runner on first. Threat to steal. Jim Edmonds bloops a ball into center field, going to drop in front of DiMaggio for a hit. Delahunty's going to make his way over to third. His runners on first and third now with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Timmy Raines 2 for 7 this season so far. Bases now loaded for the second inning out of the first 3. Boswell has walked 5 batters. Boswell only has 65 walks in 169 innings, 5 base on balls, more an indication of the St. Louis on-base percentage than Boswell's control. Vizquel up. He hits it on the ground. A Gehringer underhanded to Mattingly. Easy out. We head to the top of the 4th, still tied at 1. Brown facing the heart of Edmonton's order. Mattingly, Tomei, and Ramirez. Ground ball to Collins. 1 down. Tomei's got a home run this season. Has only been up 5 times. He struck him out. 2 down for Jose Ramirez, who's also got 1 hit on the season. Another ground ball to Collins. Backhands it over to Pujols. This game moving right along. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Each team has scored once. Boswell to face hitters 8, 9, and 1 for St. Louis. Cochran steps into the batter's box. He hits a slow roll to Jeter. Going to be a close play. He is out by a half a step at first base. Great play by Jeter, even though the game didn't call it. Eddie Collins. Eddie Collins, in the season he was drafted, hit 349. Can you imagine a 349 hitter batting 9th? Well, he is. Collins walks. Number 6 for Boswell. John McGraw seems to be up every inning. And there's a base hit. I'm going to read it because it bounced behind home plate. Boswell checks the run, a 2-1 count. The pitch to McGraw. He swings. Roller in front of the plate. Well, that's not what the chalkboard showed, but it was. Hartnett didn't make a throw. Collins goes to second. Infield hit for McGraw. Runners on first and second. 1 away for Shoeless, Joe Jackson. Boswell walks number 7. He's going to get very tired. He keeps walking this many guys. Albert Pujols steps in. Ground ball to Ramirez. Going to throw to second for 1. That's all they're going to get. Another run scores for the Hawks. They now lead 2-1. Runners on first and third for Ed Delahunty. Boswell strikes out Delahunty. We head to the top of the 5th, 2-1 Hawks. 007, Yoko steps into the seat, sits down behind the dugout. You get great seats here, Yoko. You must know the Hawks owner. Brown to face Jeter, DiMaggio, and Hartnett. Jeter to third base. McGraw makes a great play. I've never seen a great play turn into anything but an out. 1 down. Dom DiMaggio, 3 for 9 this season. He's going to have a ground ball to Vizquel, a second great play in a row by this Hawks infield. 2 down for Gabby Hartnett, who's 2 for 7. There's a rain delay. It's 35 minutes. We're ready to go. Boswell and Brown are both strong. field looks pretty good. Brown's going to face Hartnett. Base hit to left. Third hit of the game for Edmonton. Runner on first for Sherry McGee. McGee starting off good for the Edmonton team. He's 3 for 8 with a home run. Fly ball to right. It's deep, it's deep, it's deep, and Jackson gets it in front of the fence for the out. Halfway through the game, Hawks lead 2-1. Boswell, who seems fine after the short 35-minute rain delay, will face Edmonds, Rains, and Vizquel. Fly to right. Clemente puts it away. Tim Raines. Strikeout number 5 for Boswell and Omar Vizquel. Strikeout number 6, an easy 1-2-3 inning. We head to the top of the 6th. 2-1 Hawks. Geringer, Clemente, and Mattingly to face Mordecai Brown. Brown, part of that 10-player trade between Lehigh and the Hawks, which changed the complexion of the entire Season 7 of Field of Dreams baseball. 1 down, Clemente steps in. He hits it to center. Edmonds puts it away. Mickey Cochran's injured. He's out of the game. And what I've learned to do here is put St. Louis on computer and then take them off computer as they put in their own player. McCarver settles in behind home plate. Brown delivers to Mattingly. Fly ball to right. That's deep. That's deep. That's deep. And that's gone for Mattingly's first home run of the season. It is all tied at 2. That home run traveled 341 feet. Mordecai Brown now to face Jim Thome. He also has his home run. Hit it in the game yesterday. Brown delivers. That ball slammed in the right field. That's going to be a double for Jim Thome, his first of the season. And the computer might have said Mordecai Brown was fine after the rain delay, but he's certainly not pitching the same as he did before our 35-minute stoppage. Jose Ramirez, 2 outs, steps into the batter's box with a runner on second. He's going to hit it on the ground to Collins, going to flip it to Pujols for the out. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning, all tied at 2. Boswell has turned red. Let's see if they replace him. They are going to let him pitch to McCarver, who's going to hit a ground ball to Jeter. 1 down. Will they let him pitch to Collins? They will. Ground ball to Ramirez. Out by a step. 2 down. Will they let him finish the inning and face John McGraw? They do. Base hit into center field. And like I said at the top of the game, McGraw's going to spend most of season 7 on the base pass. Runner on first. Joe Jackson. And in to pitch comes Rob Murphy, a left-hander to face Jackson. Murphy this season has pitched 1 1/3 innings, allowed a hit, no earned runs. Ground ball to Jeter. Jackson beats it out with his speed, and his runners on first and second. 2 away for Albert Pujols. That's the end of the 6th inning. We go to the top of the 7th, tied at 2. Brown to face Jeter, DiMaggio, and Hartnett. Base hit. Derek Jeter slaps that one in the right field for a hit. Jeter takes his lead as Dom DiMaggio stares out at Mordecai Brown. Here's the pitch. Throws to first. Jeter back in time. Brown delivers. Dom DiMaggio strikes out. Fifth strikeout for Brown. Gabby Hartnett, 3 for 8 this season. And he's going to hit a line drive in a right field, and that's going to be caught on the shoot tops by Joe Jackson. 2 away. Jeter returns to first. Sherry McGee steps in to the batter's box. A home run, 2 RBIs in this young season. Brown gets strikeout number 6. Murphy's on the mound. He pitched a third of an inning. He came in relief last inning. He will face the heart of St. Louis's order, Delahunty, Edmonds, and Raines. The lefty delivers, and the walks continue. That should be about the 8th walk, I believe, that St. Louis has got today, along with their 6 hits, but they still only have 2 runs on the board. Walks haven't really hurt the Edmonton Express. Edmonds up, runner takes his lead, throw over. Here's the pitch to Edmonds. Fly ball deep into right field. Clemente backing up has it. Delahunty returns to the bag. Tim Raines, 0 for 1 today. Batting right-handed. Switch hitter hits a fly ball to center. DiMaggio's got it. 2 down here in the bottom of the 7th for Omar Vizquel. 3 for 9 this season. Vizquel hits it to left. McGee's got it for the out. The inning is over. We head to the 8th inning. Still tied at 2. Geringer, Clemente, and Mattingly to face Mordecai, 3-finger Brown. Once again, there are runner walks, lots of walks in this game, more for St. Louis than St. Louis has benefited more than Edmonton, but still a lot of walks. Clemente up, pops it up in the infield. Pujols calls for the pitch, calls for the ball, and catches it for the out. Mattingly 2 for 3 today. Geringer on first. Mattingly to Vizquel, over to Collins for 1. Back to Pujols, double play. We head to the bottom of the 8th. 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Hawks. 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors for Edmonton. Bottom of the 8th, McCarver, Collins, and McGraw. McCarver came in as an injury replacement. Al Worthington in the pitch. Al Worthington relieved yesterday's game and gave up the winning home run. McCarver hits it high in the air behind home plate. Hartnett makes a great play for the out. Worthington delivers to Collins, struck him out, and Worthington shows no effects of that bad outing yesterday. McGraw 2 for 3. And he strikes him out, an easy inning. We head to the 9th, still tied at 2. Tomei, Ramirez, and Jeter here on the top of the 9th to face Brown, who's been in here all the way. Fly ball to center, 1 down. Brown turns red. Let's see, will they allow him to pitch to Ramirez? They do. Ground ball to first. Pujols flips it to Brown, covering for the out. 2 away, top of the ninth. And Derek Jeter to face Mordecai Brown. Singles in the center field. 1 for 3 on the day. That makes him 2 for 4. Dom DiMaggio steps in. Runner on first. Represents the go-ahead run. Here's the pitch to DiMaggio. Base hit in the center field. Jeter is going to hold at second. No, goes to third. Go-ahead run is on third. DiMaggio on first. And Gabby Hartnett up. Will Brown face him? Let's find out. He will. Throws to first. DiMaggio gets back. Number 7 for Brown. We head to the bottom of the ninth. 2-2 the score. Worthington will face Joe Jackson, Pujols, and Delonte in the bottom of the ninth. Worthington's looking good today. Struck him out. Pujols up. Grounded to Jeter. 2 up, 2 down, and Delahunty and Robin Roberts comes in to relieve. Fly ball into right center field. DiMaggio on his horse and makes a great play against the right center field wall. We're going to extra innings. Top of the 10th, tied at 2. Exciting game here, folks. Glad I decided to play it. Mordecai Brown, red. Will he pitch to McGee? No. Derek Lowe coming in. Lowe acquired this season from Vegas in that, I believe it was in the same trade with, I don't remember who it was with Ralph Kiner, but I could be wrong. Sherry McGee. Fly ball to right. Jackson puts it away. Gehringer, 1 for 3 today. He walks. Derek Lowe puts a runner on base, represents the go-ahead run for Roberto Clemente, who is 0 for 4 today. Ball gets away from McCarver. Gehringer scampers down to second base. It's a wild pitch. Lowe checks the runner. Delivers to Clemente. Fly ball to center field. Edmonds got it for the out. 2 down. Gehringer still in second. Don Mattingly, 2 for 4 today. He's had a good game. Home run, 2 runs batted in. Fly ball to left. Rains in on it. Gets it for the out. We head to the bottom of the 10th. Still tied at 2. Roberts to face. Edmonds, Rains, and Vizquel. Edmonds ground ball to Jeter. 1 away. Tim Raines 0 for 2 today. Fly ball to right. Clemente's got that. And Vizquel, who is 0 for 3. Fly ball to center. The 10th went quick for both sides. We head for the 11th. Tied at 2. Tomei, Ramirez, and Jeter to face Derek Lowe. Fly ball deep in the right field. Joe Jackson got it for the out. 0 for 4, Ramirez. Fly ball deep in the right field. That's going to be off the wall. Ramirez glides into second base standing, his first double of the season. And the go-ahead run is on second base. Derek Jeter steps in, 2 for 4 on the day. Lowe strikes him out for the first strikeout for Lowe this game. Dom DiMaggio, runner on second. Jeff Russell coming in to replace Lowe. Throw to second. Ramirez gets back. Ground ball up the middle, Vizquel. Great play to Pujols. Inning over. We head to the bottom of the 11th, tied at 2. We've been tied at 2 for a long time, I seem to remember. Since the 6th inning. Tim McCarver, our injury replacement, to face Robin Roberts. Fly ball deep in the right field. Clemente backing up, puts it away. Eddie Collins, 1 for 3 in the game. Roberts' first strikeout. And the top of the order, the perpetual on-base machine. John McGraw, ground ball to Mattingly, flips to Roberts covering 1-2-3. We head for the 12th. If this is any indication how tough these teams are, it's going to be a long battle this season for this division. Jeff Russell facing Gabby Hartnett. Alex Trevino now in the pitch. Trevino coming in to pinch hit, and he grounds out to second. Great play, number 1 by Eddie Collins. Sherry McGee 0 for 4. Fly ball, left center field. Edmonds backing up. He's got it. 2 quick outs. And the 1 for 3 Gehringer strikes out to end the inning. We head to bottom of 12. Roberts still on the mound. He's got a lot of pitches in him. Roberts a starting pitcher by nature. Can pitch a long ways. He's going to face Jackson, Pujols, and Delahunty. Jackson hits it to right. Clemente's got it. Pujols 0 for 5. Another fly to right. Clemente's got that one. And Ed Delahunty, the DH, fly to left, deep, and Sherry McGee's got it on the warning track. We go to the 13th inning, and guess what? We're tied at 2. There are 20 teams in our league, Phil. If it's something you would like to do, let us know, and maybe one of the guys that are listening here will drop a link to our Discord and get on the Discord, and you can talk to Big Clue with Steve Tate. There's always room in the league for one more. Jeff Russell pitching to Clemente. Fly to left. It's deep, and it's out of here. Clemente hammers his first hit of the day, his first home run of the season, and Edmonton takes a 3-2 lead here in the 13th inning. Jeff Russell turns red as Mattingly steps in. Jeff Montgomery coming in to replace him. Mattingly hits it to center. Edmonds coming in for the out. 1 down. Tomei 1 for 5. 1 for 6 as Montgomery gets his first strikeout. Jose Ramirez flips it to Montgomery. There we go. We head to the bottom of the 13th. Edmonton 3-2. Here we go. Bottom of the 13th inning. Robin Roberts still on the mound for Edmonton. He will face Edmund Raines and Vizquel. Edmonds 1 for 5. Three balls, 2 strikes. Fly ball to right. Clemente's got it for the out. Tim Raines 0 for 3. Line drive, base hit, left field, and Tim Raines on first represents the tying run. Raines on first. That 97% means he's going to try to steal, and let's see, Roberts delivers. Ground ball to Jeter short. It's going to throw to Mattingly. Vizquel out by a step. Raines makes it to second, however, in scoring position as the Hawks down to their last out. The pitch to McCarver. Fly ball to center field. DiMaggio under it. The game is over. Edmonton squeezes by the Hawks in 13 innings, 3-2. Let's take a look at the box score. Edmonton, almost everybody got hits except the leadoff hitter, Sherry McGee. Everybody else got a hit. Everybody else got a hit. That's correct, except the pinch hitter, of course, that ended the previous inning. St. Louis, 2 hits by McGraw, 2 hits by Jackson, 7 hits in all, 10 hits for Edmonton. Pitching lines, Mordecai Brown, 9 innings, 8 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned, 7 strikeouts, 2 walks. Lowe and Russell and Montgomery came in relief. Russell took the loss. For Edmonton, Boswell pitched 5 2/3 innings, allowed 5 hits, 2 runs. Both of them earned, struck out 6, walked 7. Murphy, Worthington, and Roberts in relief. Roberts finishes it off with 4 1/3 innings of 1-hit relief pitching. And there it is. Both teams now 2-1 for season 7 so far. Let's head back to today's schedule. What do we got? How long is Chicago at Lancaster? I think that might be the last game. No, Chicago's at Lancaster on the 13th. That's the one we'll play. And until we get there, let's sim till we get to that spot in the game. Chicago at Lancaster. 4-2 Lancaster. Hoyt over Sutton. Bottomley 2-4. Manchester at Washington. 10-0 Manchester. J.R. Richards beat Nichols. Richards got 10 strikeouts in that game. D-Gens won the first 2 games over my Vegas team, and they win. No, they lose. Jackson beats Price in game number 3. Lefevre 2-for-3, a home run with 3 RBIs. We head to the 12th. San Francisco at Crystal Lake. 11-2 San Francisco, bunting over Black. Tris Speaker home run number 1. Vegas hosting Chico's in their second series of the season. Vegas loses 3-2 to Chico's. Seaver over Tommy John. Cash home run number 1. We go to the 13th. We will be playing the Chicago-Lancaster game. We'll sim up to then. And we will sim the 14th. That will be end of the first week of April. And anybody want to pick it up from there, they can go ahead. You're welcome, Jeff. I'm a good luck charm for you so far this season. And thank you for the compliment, Phil. D-Gens moving on to T-ville. 8-4 winners. Bevins over Casey. Babe Ruth home run number 2. The revitalized Hadley Lake team at Florence. But Florence takes them down 6-4. Dibble over Dunn. Medwick home run number 2. Philly at Beantown. Mark's team wins 6-1. Trout over Halliday. Hey, this year we have Dizzy Trout pitching to Trout. We could have a Trout-Trout matchup. Columbine home run number 2. Cleveland at Lehigh. 5-4 Cleveland win. McDowell over Reagan. Colavito home run number 1. Hagerstown at Amazing. 3-2 Hagerstown. Leary over Schilling. Matthews. That's Eddie Matthews. Home run number 4. He started hot. The 2-1 Manchester team at Washington, and Washington gets revenge 7-3. Krause over DeGrom. Mookie Betts, home run number 1. In a replay of the previous game, Edmonton at St. Louis. St. Louis gets some revenge, 5-3. Mathewson over Feller. Jackson went 2 for 5 with 2 triples. San Francisco at Crystal Lake. San Francisco loses to Crystal Lake 6-2. Orozco over Hahn. And let's play Chicago at Lancaster. Tim Lincecum for the Owls will face Al Orth for the Fighting Amish. Welcome to Hilltop Park for tonight's game between Chicago and Lancaster. Tim Lincecum takes the mound for Chicago, making his first start. He'll be opposed by Al Orth for Lancaster. He's also making his first start. It's 58 degrees, 10 miles an hour wind speed. It's out to center field. And for the second game in a row, we have light rain. Here we have a Mike Silva field, Hilltop Park. Williams leading off in center field. That's Bernie Williams batting first for Chicago. Fleming, the DH, batting second. Ramirez in left. Batting third, hitting fourth, Sandy Alomar, not Sandy Alomar, sorry. You'll have to forgive me. That's Manny Ramirez. Let me hit the right guy and we'll get his first name, who escapes me, Roberto Alomar. Batting fourth at second, Frank Robinson fifth and right. Hernandez at first, sixth. Scott Rowland at third, seventh. Mike Piazza catching eighth. Lou Boudreau shortstop, ninth. In the outfield, Kerry Thomas and Wayner. For the Fighting Amish, Robinson, Cross, LeMahieu, and Guerrero left to right in the infield. McFarland catching. Bernie Williams steps in. Here's the pitch. Base hit in the right field. We're underway here at Hilltop Park in New York. Les Fleming, 3 for 13. 2 hits in a row to right field. Poor play by DJ LeMahieu. It is runners on first and second for Chicago. Chicago 1-2 in the season. The Fighting Amish 2-1. Manny Ramirez, one of my favorite players. 3 hits in a row. Will Bernie Williams score? He will not. Bases are loaded. Orth now to face Roberto Alomar. 4 hits in a row. 2 runners will score. That's a double for Alomar. And Chicago Owls, Horned Owls, are off to a fast start, leading 2-0. Runners on second, third, still nobody out for Frank Robinson. He's going to pop it up behind the plate. There's going to be room for McFarland, who puts it away for the first out of the inning. Keith Hernandez. And there we go. Hit number 5 this inning. 1 run scores. Alomar holds at third. His runners on first and second. 3-0 Chicago. Orth facing Rowland. Throw to first. Hernandez gets back. And there's the 6th hit. I don't know how long we're going to watch Orth pitch, but all he's doing is pitching batting practice. It's 4-0. Owls have 6 hits for Mike Piazza. And he better not groove one here, because Piazza got 40 home runs, I think, in the season he's been drafted in. No, it's a ground ball to short. LeMahieu for 1. Guerrero double play. Innings over, but not before Chicago scores 4 runs. We head to the bottom of the first. It's Chicago 4, the Fighting Amish coming to bat. Here we go as we get rid of that. get control of our mouse. Thomas leading off, batting first. LeMahieu second, batting second. Wayner and Wright batting third. Bottomly, the DH hitting cleanup. Brooks Robinson. We have both Brooks and Frank Robinson in this game. Robinson at third base, batting fifth. Pedro Guerrero at first base, sixth. McFarland catching seventh. Max Carrion left, eighth, and Cross at shortstop, hitting ninth. Ramirez, Williams, Frank Robinson in the outfield, left to right. Roland, Boudreau, Alomar, and Hernandez infield, left to right. Piazza catching, and the pitch from Lincecum. One down. LeMahieu steps in. Base hit. Nothing but hits today. Runner on first, one out. Paul Wayner. Ground ball to Roland. Alomar for one. That's all they're going to get. Wayner beats the throw. Bottomly. Well, let's get Bottomly's picture. You know how I feel about photos. As we wait for the left side to populate. Well, we were waiting for it to populate. There we go. We hit that. We hit that. There we go. We now have a photo. Let's have a pitch from Lincecum. Another hit, sixth hit in the first inning for both teams. Runners on first and second. First and third is Wayner rounds, and second goes to third. Brooks Robinson to face Lincecum. Bases loaded. There's some action here in the first. Pedro Guerrero, 6 for 12, batting .500 this season so far. Couldn't be hotter. Lincecum walks in a run. It is now 4-1. Ed McFarland. Lincecum gets his second strikeout, ends the inning as we head to the top of the second. Chicago leads 4-1. Orth to face Boudreau. Orth commits an error as he jumps off the mound to stop that ball, but he boots it. Bernie Williams up for the second time today. Fly ball to center field, one down. Fleming 1 for 1. 2 for 2. Runners on first and second. Manny Ramirez also hit in the first inning. Fly ball to center. Thomas has it for the second out of the inning. And Alomar 1 for 1. He walks, bases loaded. Lots of base runners today. Frank Robinson up with the bases loaded. Ground ball to Brooks Robinson. To Guerrero for the out. The inning's over. No harm, no foul, and no runs. We head to the bottom of the second. 4-1 Chicago. Lincecum to face Carey, Cross, and Thomas. Guess what? Base hit. Number 10 in the game for both teams, and we're only through an inning and a half. Cross steps in, strikes out number 3 for Lincecum, facing Roy Thomas. Throw to first. Carey gets back. Throws again. Here's the pitch home to Thomas. Ball gets by Piazza. It's a ball, but no one advances. 2 balls, 1 strike. The delivery gets by Piazza again, but nobody advances. 3-1. Well, I guess it was 3-2. 2 strikes with 1 pitch. 4 strikeout for Lincecum. 2 outs, LeMahieu, who's 1 for 1 on the day. LeMahieu, it's a grounder. To Alomar, flips it to short for the quick out. We head to the top of the third, 4-1 Chicago. Top of the third, we'll find Hernandez, Roland, and Piazza to face Orth. Fly to left. Great play by Max Carey. Scott Rowland. Line drive. Someone's injured. Let's find out who it is. Al Orth is injured and out of the game from that line drive. So we hop over here to options. Hit setup. Put Lancaster on computer. We have a pitcher. Chick Frazier coming in. And this is his first appearance of the season. Mike Piazza stepping in with 2 outs, nobody on. It's a grounded across. Across the diamond, it's going to be close, and Piazza beats out the slow roller. Lou Boudreau, 2 for 10 this year. Hits it on the ground to Brooks Robinson to LeMahieu for the force play. Inning is over. We're going to head to the bottom of the third. When we come back, it's 4-1 Chicago. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back at Hilltop Field here. In the bottom of the third inning, Wayner, Bottomley, and Robinson to face Tim Lincecum. That is Brooks Robinson. I'll get these Robinsons straightened out eventually. Lincecum gets strikeout number 5. Bottomley hits it to Roland. Bottomley beats it out. Brooks Robinson up. Grounded to short. Boudreau is going to make a poor play. Brooks Robinson's going to reach first base. He's going to get a single. I've never seen a poor play. Well, yeah, no, that's not true. Poor plays result in outs maybe 10% of the time. Great plays never are a hit, however. Okay, runners on first and second, 1 away. Pedro Guerrero. Strikeout number 6 for Lincecum, 2 outs, runners on first and second, 4-1 Chicago, bottom of the third, the pitch. Number 7 for Lincecum, we head for the fourth. And in the fourth inning, top of Chicago's order, Williams, Fleming, and Ramirez to face Frazier, who came in relief, base hit to right. He came in for the injured Al Orth. Frazier now to face Les Fleming. Fleming strikes out for the first time today. They get him out. And Manny Ramirez, 2 away, nobody on. And that ball is off the right center field fence. And a double number 2 for Manny Ramirez. Run number 5 on second base in scoring position as Roberto Alomar steps in. He's going to pop it up, cross under it for the out. The inning's over. We head to the bottom of the inning. 4-1 Chicago. Speaking of the bottom, we're at the bottom of Lancaster's order, carrying Cross, and top of the order, Thomas, to face Lincecum. Grounded to Boudreau. 1 down. Pitch to Cross. Line drive, great play by Boudreau. 2 quick outs. Great play number 2 for Lou Boudreau. The pitch to Roy Thomas. Base hit to right field. Thomas on first. A big threat to steal for LeMahieu. Throw over. Lincecum keeping him close. Base hit to left. Manny Ramirez up with it. Thomas will round second, head into third. He's safe under the throw. Nice slide by Manny. Runners on first and third. 2 away. 4-1 Chicago. Paul Wainer stepping in. Wainer hitting .231 this early in the season, however. The pitch. Bases loaded. Seems like we've had the bases loaded a lot today. Lincecum going to now face Jim Bottomley, who's 5 for 10 on the year. He's going to have to be careful with this guy. Ground ball to Roland, who's going to make the easy toss to Hernandez for the out to end the inning. We head to the top of the 5th. 4-1 Chicago. All the scoring in the first inning. Frazier to face the other Robinson, Frank. Hernandez second, Roland third. Fly to left. 1 down. Keith Hernandez. Ground ball up the middle. Frazier stabs it, throws on the first for the out. And Scott Rowland, 1 for 2 today, is now 2 for 3 as he bangs a base hit in the left center field. Rowland at first. Piazza up. 1 for 2 this game. Grounds to Cross. Gets him by several steps. Halfway home, it's 4-1 Chicago. Bottom of the inning, we'll find Brooks Robinson. Brooks and Frank played on the same team with the Orioles. Guerrero and McFarland to face Tim Lincecum. Ground ball to first. Hernandez flips to Lincecum, covering 1 down. Lincecum turns red. Let's see what happens. Lincecum, Chicago obtained Lincecum this spring with a trade with Lehigh. They're going to let him pitch to Guerrero, and he strikes him out. Ed McFarland is not going to face Lincecum. Is Al Crawford going to come in to pitch? Fly ball to the outfield. Frank Robinson under it for the out. We go to the top of the 6th. Still 4-1 Chicago. Boudreau, Williams, and Fleming to face Frazier, as now both starting pitchers are out of the game. Boudreau goes to first with a walk. Bernie Williams, 2 for 3 today, is going to be 3 for 4 as Boudreau will hold at second. Runners on first and second. Nobody out. Les Fleming, the DH. Base hit to left. Will Boudreau try to score? He will not. He's going to stay at third with nobody out. Doesn't want to make the first out at home. Bases loaded for Manny Ramirez. He's faced the bases loaded many times in his real-life career. He thrives on this kind of situation. Let's see what he does in the game. Frazier delivers. Struck him out. Never fails. If I said he strikes out a lot, he probably would have hit a home run. Roberto Alomar, bases still jammed. Ground ball. LeMahieu to cross for one over to Guerrero. Double play. They get out of the inning after having bases loaded. Nobody else. Chicago fails to score. We head to the bottom of the sixth. 4-1 Chicago. Both these teams expected to contend in their respective divisions. Max Carey, Cross, and Thomas due up. Carey on the ground to Roland. One down. Cross 0 for 2 today. Fly to center field. Williams has got it for the out. 1 for 3. Thomas steps in against Crawford. He's going to hit it to Alomar. He's going to boot the ball, but he's going to pick it up, throws him out. That's one of the cases where someone boots a ball and gets the guy out. There's the end of the sixth. We head to the top of the seventh. This game's moving right along after a slow start with all the runs and hits. 4-1 Chicago. Frazier to face. Frank Robinson, Keith Hernandez, and Scott Rowland. Frank Robinson 0 for 3 today. Carey puts it away for the out. Keith Hernandez 1 for 3. Another fly to left. Carey's a busy guy, 2 away. And Rowland 2 for 3. He will make it 3 for 4. Rowland at first base. It's his third hit today, as the game reminds us. Mike Piazza hitting .231 in this young season. Frazier delivers. Struck him out. We head to the bottom of the seventh. Chicago, which I'm sorry I don't have the logo up there. I should have put it on before the game started. However, I will have it on for the next broadcast. 4 runs, 14 hits, no errors, 10 left on. The Fighting Irish won 7-1 with 9 left on. Lots of runners left on base today. Let's go. Crawford will be pitching to DJ LeMahieu, Wainer, and Bottomley. LeMahieu 2 for 3. Hernandez picks it up, takes it to the bag himself. 1 down. Crawford to face Wainer, who's 0 for 2. Ground ball, great play by Lou Boudreau, and there's 2 down. Steve Crawford facing Bottomley. Pops it up behind the plate, headed for the stands. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. Crawford delivers. Ground ball to third. Rowland makes a great play. Lots of great plays in this game. We head to the 8th, 4-1 Chicago. Frazier's red. Let's see if he's going to pitch to Boudreau. No. Frank DiPino coming in. One down. Bernie Williams, 3 hits today. He walks. That's what you do when you have 3 hits. They don't pitch to you. Well, that was on an 0-2 count. He didn't walk. I wanted to know what that KE meant. He swung and missed. The ball got past McFarland. Williams is safe at first. That's the second time in 2 games that's happened. You don't see it that often, but Gary Maddox is going to come in to pinch hit for Fleming. Ground ball up the middle. Second for one, first, a double play. Inning is over. We head to the bottom of the eighth. 4-1 Chicago. Crawford looks okay according to the computer. Brooks Robinson, Pedro Guerrero, and McFarland, the catcher, will face Roger McDowell. McDowell snaps at it, puts it away, throws to first for the out, saves a base hit. Pedro Guerrero up. Hard grounded to Boudreau. Quickly tosses to first. 2 quick outs, bottom of the eighth. McFarland 0 for 3. Hard hit ball to Roland. He's out. 1, 2, 3 go to Fighting Amish. We head to the ninth. 4-1 Chicago. Manny Ramirez will face Dan Quisenberry. Cross up with it, throws to the diamond, across the diamond for the out. Roberto Alomar. Two balls, 2 strikes. Ground ball back to the mound. Quisenberry throws to first for the out. And Frank Robinson, who's 0 for 4 today, will hit a fly ball to center field. We head to the bottom of the ninth, 4-1 Chicago. They're going to try to put this away as McDowell will face Kerry Cross and Thomas. Little dribbler to first, Hernandez takes it to no, he tosses it to McDowell covering for the out. 1 down. Monty Cross, the shortstop, 4 for 14 this season. He pops it up behind the plate. Piazza tosses his mask away, puts it away for the out. The Fighting Amish down to their last out as Roy Thomas faces McDowell. He pops it up into the infield. Boudreau under it, calls for it. He's got it. The game is over. Chicago wins 4-1. Let's look at the box score. $4-14-0 for Chicago, 1-7-1 for Lancaster. 3 hits apiece for Williams and Fleming. Also Roland with 3 hits, stars of the game for Chicago. 2 hits, only 2 players. LeMahieu had 2 and Bottomley had 2. Lincecum did not pick up the win. He pitched 4 2/3 innings, 7 hits. He struck out 8, walked 3, allowed 1 run. It was earned. Winning pitcher was Crawford. He's now 2-0. He pitched 2 1/3 innings of no-hit ball. And McDowell came in for his first save, pitched 2 innings of no-hit ball. Lancaster's Orth was removed from the game after 2 2/3 innings with an injury. Frazier came in and pitched 4 1/3 innings, not allowing a run, striking out 3, walking 1. DePino pitched a perfect inning, and Quisenberry pitched an inning, not allowing a run. Well, that's it from Hilltop Park. Let's go back to the rest of today's game, sim out the rest of the 13th. And I think I'm going to end it here because this broadcast is now an hour and a half old. And whoever wants to pick it up can pick it up with the 14th. 1 game left. Chico's at Vegas. Chico shuts out Vegas 3-0. Bender, the winner. Cone, the loser. Bender throws a complete game. And that's it for the end of the first week of season 7. Field of Dreams. Chico's 4-1 in first place, followed by D-Gens in the Sandlot division. Cleveland 3-1 in first place in the Moneyball division. Hagerstown 3-1 at the Rain Delay division in first place. And in the Naturals, 3-1 is St. Louis. I want to thank everybody for coming by. It's been a lot of fun for this unexpected Saturday morning broadcast. We are done with week 1. I'll zip this up and post it. Hope everyone has a nice weekend. I enjoyed broadcasting week 1. let's see if someone can pick it up, and we'll get to week 2. I'd like to thank everybody again. Have a nice weekend, everyone.